Mr. Speaker, I think in the wisdom of the Speaker, he has allowed me to speak. I am not accused. It is the House that is accused. And I must speak for the House rather than for myself. I have seen my name circulating in what I would call gutter press. It does not scare me. What scares me is the point when this House becomes neutered, rendered weak and ineffective, and micromanaged by the Council of Governors. That must be the focus. It is not about Kajwang, or Sifuna, or Cherarkei, or Mwaruma. It is about this institution where I've chosen to serve for the last 10 years. Mr. Speaker, we have never had a situation where the Council of Governors attempts to define and dictate who sits in which committee. It is unfortunate that today, the Council of Governors has close to 5 governors who have been ranking members of this House. The former Speaker of this House, the former Minority Leader of this House, the former Majority Whip of this House, the former Chair of the Public Accounts Committee of this House, the former Minority Whip of this House. We would have expected that over the years, relationships between governors and Senate would improve. Indeed, the Senate is fulfilling its end of the bargain. Every year, we are engaged in conflict with the National Assembly and the National Treasury as we fight for more resources to go to county governments. This year, Mr. Speaker, we have committed ourselves to transfer not less than 450 billion. And when I looked at the dispatch from the Cabinet this week, Mr. Speaker, I think the figure that the presidency indicated is going to go to county governments is 495.7 billion. Just a few billions shy of 500 billion. Now, that is a work of the Senate. We have delivered our bit of the bargain. Can't the governors just style up? Can't the governors just take a day? And we are not calling for a week or months, just one day to account for how they're using those resources. Mr. Speaker, if we do not stand up for this House, today it would be Kajwang chairing the committee. Tomorrow it would be my brother, the Majority Whip, chairing the committee. But if that sword of Damocles coming from the Council of Governors is not severed, then this House will not be able to do anything. In a properly functioning financial system, when you are given money, you account for it before you get more. Over the last 10 years, we have not done so. Mr. Speaker, it is time for us to come up with a framework where if we are giving counties 495 billion, before they come for more, they must account. And that must be the insistence. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank this chair. I want to thank the Speaker and the leadership of this House for not reducing this to an individual problem. And Mr. Speaker, you reached out and spoke with us in the Public Accounts Committee and Public Investments Committee and told us do not go on the defensive because it is not you as individuals. This is a coordinated attack on the institution of the Senate. And you, Mr. Speaker, and the leadership, and all members of this House have spoken in unison. Mr. Speaker, allegations have been made against us. Allegations that have not been substantiated, have not been supported by evidence. The rules of debate in this House is that if you cannot substantiate an allegation, you withdraw and apologize. And members here have never hesitated to invoke that particular standing order. Mr. Speaker, I want to challenge the accusers that if they have evidence, let them do it in a proper manner, let them substantiate, and if they cannot substantiate, let them withdraw, let them apologize. Mr. Speaker, the damage has already been done. On the other hand, we as senators, the evidence of theft in county governments is documented. It is in the reports of the Auditor General. Mr. Speaker, in Tharaka Nithi, 35 million was used to buy an incinerator. The ESCC has recommended that the DPP press charges. Nothing has happened. Mr. Speaker, let's put it in context because we throw around numbers. 35 million for an average Kenyan earning 30,000 shillings a month. That is his salary for 97 years. 97. Mr. Speaker, in the county of Vihiga, 5 million spent on housewarming is not our invention. It is verifiable. It is in the audit report. It is the documents of the county. A Kenyan earning 30,000 a month That's his salary for 14 years. In Bungoma, Mr. Speaker, 3.9 million spent on lighting a Christmas tree in September. And I'm happy that the EACC has already swiftly swung in to investigate the matter. 3.9 million for a Kenyan earning 30,000 is his salary for 10 years. Mr. Speaker, in Mandera, 55 million spent on seedlings in a period of drought. 55 million for a Kenyan earning 30,000 is a Kenyan salary for 152 years. None of us is going to live long enough to earn that kind of money. In Embu, 10 million used on a boda event. 10 million for a Kenyan earning 30,000 a month is a salary for 28 years. Kenyans need to be outraged by the kind of reports and the kind of stories that come out of the Senate, by the kind of revelations that are coming out of these committees. But what do our governors do? The proverbial thief who turns around and accuses the pursuer that he's the thief. We have had 2 weeks of exposes, Mr. Speaker, not our invention, not fiction, based on audit reports. What are the governors trying to do? Deflect attention and make the Senate look like they're the thieves. Yet they are the ones with documented, where there is evidence, where there is proper reports of theft. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude by saying that I have never seen a situation where you go to court and the suspect insists on empaneling the bench. I have never seen, even in my football days, where the players decide on the referee. It cannot be that the Council of Governors want a user-friendly committee. I pray, Mr. Speaker, and I have firm conviction in your leadership and the leadership of this House, that we are not going to accede to that request. Because if it works in Parliament, today it will be the governors, tomorrow it will be the President making a call. And once they are done with Parliament, they will go to the judiciary. And the constitutional order as we know it will completely die. Let this baby not die in our hands. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank a few counties that are outliers. They have said that they have read the Constitution and the County Governments Act, and they know that when we invite them, we never invite a mongrel called Council of Governors. We sent invitations directly to governors and counties. Narok County, Mr. Speaker, appeared before my committee yesterday. Kitui County appeared before the Public Investments Committee. Laikipia County appeared before the Public Investments Committee. My advice to the governors, we are going to fight for you to get 495.7 billion. Please, just take a day or two to come and tell us how that money has been used, how it's impacting on the lives of the people, and we shall be good. Any other matter will be sideshows that we as a Senate will not tolerate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for your steadfast support. I want to guarantee this House that we shall continue doing our job in the Public Accounts Committee. If you give us that opportunity, we shall be firm. We shall be very firm. But we shall also be fair. We shall be mindful and respectful. But, Mr. Speaker, where there is evidence of theft of public resources, we shall call them out, and we shall identify the thieves, and we shall tell EACC to deal with them. And, Mr. Speaker, the Inspector General of Police, I want to congratulate him because he's an appointee of this House. He appeared before my committee today, and he confirmed that he agrees that Article 125 puts him in a position of responsibility to produce governors. And his conclusion was this: if a governor refuses to come to the Senate, you just need to write to us and tell us the date and the time when you need that governor. And they'll produce that governor within 24 hours. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the House for standing for the institution called the Senate.